We've had MasterChef royalty in the kitchen before, but no one like this. All the way from sunny California.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
Welcome to MasterChef Australia, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle!
Because I could just authentically be myself without so much preparedness.
It doesn't work for you to shoulders back, breasts out, headlights going, and try to look as bitchy as possible.
She don't cook.
I'm sorry.
She don't cook.
It's weird.
Can I ask you, please, Meghan, what is your favorite dish to cook for the family?
It's a tough one because I have a lot of palates to appease. Yes. My husband, being from the UK, loves a lot of meat, potatoes, cream sauce. California girl, I like grilled fish, grilled meats, lots of citrus. I just like using really pure, natural herbs and spices. You know, again, if you can pull fresh herbs, like, do you say herbs or herbs here?
We say herbs. You do?
It starts with a flight, a seat, and 10 minutes that were supposed to crown a carefully built image, but instead, they cracked it wide open. She flies to Australia, steps onto MasterChef, one of the biggest cooking stages in the country, and within moments, the internet senses something is off. Not slightly off, structurally off.
To make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge. When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Oh, how fun is that? I love it.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard.
The kind of off that turns a polished persona into a live investigation. Because what unfolded in those 10 minutes wasn't just a guest appearance. It became a test. And according to thousands watching, something didn't pass. The first shock wasn't loud. It was subtle. A pause too long. A reaction half a second late. A rhythm that didn't match the room. Viewers weren't just watching a cooking segment anymore, they were scanning for cracks. And the deeper they looked, the more they believed they were finding. Because when a figure tied to a lifestyle brand built on warmth, food, and effortless hosting walks into a high-pressure culinary environment, every second becomes evidence. And suddenly, 10 minutes feels like a cross-examination. Then the reaction detonates. Megyn Kelly doesn't soften it, doesn't hedge, doesn't reframe it's a disaster. One word, but it lands like a verdict. And that verdict spreads faster than the clip itself. Because now it's not just viewers questioning what they saw, it's a high-profile voice confirming their doubts. Critics amplify it. Supporters push back. But here's the twist. The argument doesn't slow the moment down. It accelerates it. Because the more people disagree, the more they watch again. And then, something else happens. The conversation shifts. It's no longer about cooking. It's about control, about timing, about whether someone used to managing perception just lost grip of it in real time. Because once people start replaying every glance, every pause, every slight hesitation, the segment stops being entertainment, it becomes analysis. And the internet doesn't analyze gently. Then comes the moment that quietly triggers everything. The simplest question imaginable. What do you cook for your family? A question so easy, it should glide past unnoticed. But it doesn't. It stalls. There's a pause, a head tilt, and instantly, viewers lock in. Because hesitation, in a setting built on confidence, reads like uncertainty. And uncertainty, in a role framed as expertise, becomes a problem. What follows doesn't calm it. It escalates it. Carrot top pesto. A dish made from leafy greens often discarded. For children. And suddenly, the internet splits again, but this time, sharper. Some see creativity. Others see improvisation under pressure. But critics? They see something else entirely. Someone buying time, assembling an answer in real time, rather than delivering one from experience. And that interpretation spreads fast, because it fits a narrative already forming. One comment cuts through the noise. She always says, "What a great question to buy time." Nearly 1,000 people agree. Not because it's proven, but because it feels familiar. And once something feels familiar online, it becomes accepted. That's the shift. The moment stops being about what she said. It becomes about why she said it that way. And that's when the scrutiny sharpens. Now it's not just the answer, it's the pattern. Critics start building a profile, someone who doesn't really cook. Someone who assembles small aesthetic dishes and presents them as something more. Someone whose connection to food might be more branding than reality. Harsh? Yes, but it spreads because it connects to something bigger. Expectation. Because this isn't just a guest. This is a name tied to jam, cooking kits, lifestyle positioning. So when the performance doesn't align with the brand, the backlash doesn't stay small. It multiplies. Then another layer hits. A viewer calls it cookery cosplay, and suddenly that phrase sticks. Because it reframes everything, not as failure, but as performance. A role being played rather than lived. And once that idea takes hold, every moment starts to support it. The setting, the outfit, the tone, the delivery, all reinterpreted through one lens. Is this real or is this staged? And then comes the dessert round. A chance to reset. A chance to regain control. Instead, it adds fuel. If you can pick it, you can have it. Except chocolate, it doesn't grow on a branch. A harmless line? Maybe. But not anymore. Because now every word is filtered through doubt. And viewers begin questioning not just knowledge, but authority. Because standing among professional chefs, every casual remark carries weight. And if it doesn't land perfectly, it lands critically. That's when the replay cycle begins. People go back. They watch again. Not once. Multiple times. And something new becomes the focus, not the words, but the face. The expressions. The eyes. Megyn Callahan isolates it first. The eyes go vacant. The lights go out. And that observation hits the internet like a spark in dry grass. Because suddenly, viewers aren't just watching what she says, they're watching how she looks when she's not speaking. And that's where the clip evolves into something else entirely. A study. Every blink, every pause, every micro-expression becomes material. Someone calls it the Megyn emoji, eyes closed, mouth slightly open, frozen mid-reaction. And now the clip has an identity, a repeatable moment, a loop. And loops are what keep content alive. Then the commentary turns sharper. Someone notices her rubbing her temples. Another says it looks like a system glitch. A 404 error, one comment reads. And it sticks not because it's accurate, but because it's vivid. And vivid language spreads. It transforms observation into narrative, and narrative into belief. Now the moment is no longer isolated. It's part of a bigger question. Is this pressure or exposure? Even the outfit doesn't escape. All black, on a bright, daytime cooking set. Instantly flagged. Out of place. Too heavy, too serious. And suddenly, appearance becomes another clue. Because in a space built on warmth and color, contrast doesn't blend, it stands out. Then comes the tasting. Syriac ice cream. A spoon raised slowly, too slowly according to viewers. A reaction forming before the taste even lands. And that's when the accusations shift again, from awkward to calculated, from uncertain to performative. Because if the reaction comes before the experience, what does that say about authenticity? That question doesn't get answered. It multiplies. And by now, the 10-minute segment has transformed completely. It's no longer about MasterChef. It's about image versus reality, control versus exposure, performance versus instinct. Every second has been dissected, reframed, escalated, and just when it seems like the moment has peaked, when the awkwardness has nowhere else to go, something else is coming. A phone call. A face on a screen. A shift no one saw coming. And the second it appears, the entire balance of the room changes. And then it happens, the interruption that doesn't feel like an interruption, but a takeover. A surprise FaceTime call drops into the middle of the segment, and suddenly Prince Harry appears on a massive studio screen, reduced to a small, almost thumbnail-sized figure, waving into a room full of contestants fighting for their moment. And just like that, the entire focus shifts. Not subtly, completely, because what was already under scrutiny now feels redirected, almost hijacked. And viewers immediately sense it. The reaction is instant, and it's brutal. One comment rises above the rest, pulling in over 1,100 likes, calling it the most cringe-worthy moment of the entire episode. Not awkward, not unnecessary, cringe-worthy. And that word sticks, because it captures something deeper, the feeling that the moment didn't belong there. that it added nothing to the competition, and instead pulled attention away from the people who were supposed to matter. And once that interpretation locks in, everything about the call starts being re-examined. Why was it there? Who planned it? And more importantly, who benefited from it? Because to critics, this didn't feel spontaneous. It felt placed, positioned, almost like a safety net dropped into a moment that was already wobbling. And that's where the suspicion intensifies. Some viewers start saying the show didn't really want her, they wanted him. That what they booked, what they paid for, wasn't just a guest judge, but the spectacle of that cameo. And if that's true, then the entire segment shifts from appearance to arrangement. Now the power dynamic changes. She's no longer just being evaluated as a guest. She's being compared to the presence that just overshadowed her. And when she tastes a dish and says, "OH would love this," it doesn't land as casual, it lands as dependency. As if the moment needs to loop back to him to hold weight. And that's exactly why the criticism sharpens again. Because now it's not just about performance, it's about positioning. And the internet doesn't hold back. Some comments turn ruthless, reframing the entire exchange as someone unable to hold a stage that isn't centered entirely on them. Others push it further, suggesting the call wasn't just awkward, it was revealing. A glimpse into how control is maintained, how attention is redirected when it starts slipping. And whether that's fair or not almost doesn't matter anymore, because the narrative has already taken shape. Then comes another shift, quieter, but just as damaging. Behind the scenes, something reportedly changes. The introduction. Originally, she's welcomed as MasterChef royalty, a phrase that implies status, authority, belonging, but by the time the episode airs, that wording is gone, replaced with global icon, philanthropist, humanitarian, titles that sound grand but carefully avoid culinary credibility. And that edit doesn't go unnoticed. Because to viewers tracking every detail, it looks like a recalibration, a repositioning away from expertise and toward image. And that raises another question. If the show adjusted her role after filming, what did they see that made them do it? That question doesn't get answered. It lingers, and it connects to something else that's already building the interaction with Po Ling Yao. Because while Po brings warmth, energy, ease, something doesn't bounce back. Viewers start describing it like watching enthusiasm hit a wall. And by the second half of the episode, some even claim Po looks drained. Whether that's real or exaggerated doesn't slow the narrative. Because once viewers believe they're seeing tension, every frame starts to support it. And then the rumors slip in. Whispers that Po was left visibly shaken, that there were tears. No confirmation, no footage, but enough repetition to keep it alive. And that's how the story expands beyond what's shown. It starts building a second layer, one that exists entirely in interpretation and speculation, but feels just as real to the audience consuming it. At this point, the segment has completely transformed. It's no longer about food, or judging, or even television. It's about credibility. Because the deeper people dig, the more contradictions they think they're finding. And nothing fuels that more than the next revelation, the shifting childhood stories. On MasterChef Australia, she presents a farm-to-table upbringing. Fresh meals, home cooking, wholesome roots. But then another version surfaces from Netflix. A latchkey childhood. Microwave dinners, Jack-in-the-Box tacos. Completely different. Then another Sizzler's $4.99 salad bar. Then another fine dining at Musso and Frank with her father, Thomas Markle. 4 versions, 4 identities, 4 different economic realities. Because even now, people are split. Some say it's overblown, that 10 minutes can't define a person. Others say 10 minutes is exactly enough when everything is on display. And that's the tension that keeps it alive, the disagreement, the unresolved question. Was this just an awkward appearance? Or was it exposure? Because as the conversation shifts toward what's coming next, Netflix deals going quiet, projects stalling, attention turning colder, one thing becomes clear. This wasn't the end of the story. It was the moment the mask stopped slipping and started coming off completely.